Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. Day 11, U.S. Open. A lot of semifinals, quarterfinals. We start off on Arthur Ashe, the Bryans, and Paige Stepanek. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. I don't know that Paige Stepanek, the 4 seed, they might really be playing like the 2 seeds right now. This is going to be the do or die battle. I don't know. Paige is in great form suddenly, has a second win. Stepanek's had a lot of injuries this year, so he's actually doing well now because he's had some rest and he's starting to find his form. The Bryans are always in form. The one thing is they have a little bit of, I don't know if I want to call it old man yips. I don't think they're doubles. You can play longer. But it is such a timing thing, the doubles. It's such quick timing and quick shots that I feel like the Bryans sometimes make some of those crucial errors now they didn't used to, and sometimes they lose in the nitty gritty. You certainly aren't going to blow the Bryans out. If you beat the Bryans, it's going to be really close. So the only way is you take the big points. Obviously, the Bryans are the favorites. They're trying to complete a season Grand Slam. They'll have the crowd behind them, but I just have a weird feeling the Paige and Stepanek are just feeling it right now. And that little teeny bit, just that, I mean, to me, doubles is even more about timing and mental than even the singles. And when you're feeling it and you're on a roll, those tiny big points that come up, there's crucial little slim margins, slimmer than singles. Those little slim margins are what make the difference, and I just think that in those little tight moments, the Paige and Stepanek are going to pull it out. I don't want to see that. I want to see the Bryans get their Grand Slam, especially here in the United States, but that's just the feeling that I have. And I'm no doubles expert, but that's what I feel. Murray Wawrinka is going to go on. Oh my goodness, I thought they're actually going to put Djokovic Usni at night. Isn't that interesting? Because the tennis car is going to be there at night. I was looking forward to Murray and Berdych, and that didn't happen. And not only now, I'm not going to even see Murray, I'm going to see Djokovic Usni. And Usni's, in my opinion, going to be exhausted at this point, both mentally and physically. And I don't even think that's going to be that good of a match. Oh, my goodness. I really thought for sure that we'd have Murray and Wawrinka at night. It's Thursday, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. People are going to be working. Wouldn't that be the match to see? Is it only because it's number 1 Djokovic? Okay. Anyways, Murray Wawrinka does have, I think, more potential to be the great match tomorrow. I'm not even sure that will be because Wawrinka, came into the tournament with a back injury, has seemed to work that out, and has found his, he had great form. He's having his best year ever, and he had a little lull after Wimbledon, but he's back strong as ever. Played a great match against Berdych. I don't think Berdych is 100% fit, but either way, great strategies, keeping the ball low, moving Berdych around. That obviously wouldn't be the strategy he'd want to use against Murray. Murray, I would think he'd want to be more aggressive. These guys played in 2010, and Wawrinka came back from like 2-1 down, or he came in one. I think he won in 5 sets, if I'm correct. But a lot of those points, it was different then. 2010, it was not the variable surface. It was sort of I don't want to say slower because now it can actually be played slower or faster. So it's hard to explain, but it wasn't a variable surface. The first year of the variable surface was 2011. So in 2010, it was more about defense. You couldn't really get in the offense quite as much, in my opinion. Plus the balls, they were smaller a little bit, but they probably weren't quite as lively. So they were starting to lose their liveliness already in 2009. They used to be really small rockets, but that was back in like 07, 08, 09. So 2010, I think there was more of a defensive battle, and I saw some of the highlights again for fun, and I saw that they were playing a lot of defense and then making passing shots, and Wawrinka would add some aggression. Murray added some aggression a little bit, but he wasn't that aggressive back then. And then Wawrinka would add some too, but both of these players are different now. They're both more aggressive. Wawrinka can take it earlier, not only on his backhand but on his forehand now. He can actually play in faster conditions now if he needs to be. He does a lot of different things now, better strategy, a better mind on the court. Murray is also more aggressive now, and he's stronger and bigger, and he hits harder, and he has a better serve. So these are it's hard to compare 2010 at this point. We're in 2013, and it's a different type of surface, a different type of ball, same companies, but they've tweaked both of these, with the technology, have tweaked the surface and the ball, and these are different type of players. So I would think that, I don't know, let's say Wawrinka does not get tired. I'm wondering mentally and physically, is he going to wear down a bit at this point? Murray has kind of been coasting a bit, not really his full blast effort, or 100% his best. I think he's going to start to play better now. The bottom line is, if he continues to play around and not be aggressive enough, both Djokovic and Nadal are really adding aggression to their game, and Murray's still tiddly-winking around. He's not really getting there. If he doesn't do that and Wawrinka feels fit and he's aggressive, he can't play like he did Berdych. He needs to play some of that aggressive tennis he can do now. Take it early, get to the net, a little slice and dice, but more or less just pounding it. The first shot he has, whacking that ball, going for winners. If he's going to do this and Murray's playing around again, Murray's in trouble. And this is going to be a crazy match, and I think Wawrinka could pull the upset. I've got to think Murray's now going to, especially, hopefully if the conditions aren't windy and cold or too humid. I mean, if the conditions are kind of in the middle finally and not too crazy, Murray likes that. And he will finally just get in a groove, pound on Wawrinka, keep Wawrinka pushed back to the baseline, take the aggression himself with his big serves and big forehands and backhands and get to the net too somewhat. And I think, it will be maybe a close match or so. A close set or two. Maybe Wawrinka takes one. If Wawrinka's fit, it will be a good 4-set match. If Wawrinka starts to tire out himself, Murray takes it in 3. If Murray plays around, he can lose this. But I'm going to go for Murray in the win. And then Djokovic, like I said, I don't even want to talk about this much. I could be wrong. If Yuzhny finds incredible stamina again, Djokovic's probably going to kill him, and then say again, I'm playing the best tennis of my life, and everybody's going to be saying he's playing the best tennis of his life. I don't know how you can judge that. You have to take into account what is going on the other side of the net. I know as a player, I'm sure they can say, well, I feel very good, but of course you feel better if you don't have as much pressure on you. So that's my take. Look, I didn't play professionally tennis, so that's my take on it. We will see what happens. If Djokovic takes this easily, and everybody roots and saying he's going to beat Murray, and we'll see what he does against Murray, but that's down the road. Let's see if they both get through their matches first. Also want to put one out there for Chris Evert, Monica Seles, great doubles team to double up and have some fun. They call this Legends because it's actually kind of a competition in the other slams, but here they're calling it exhibition, so I guess it's not part of a competitive competition, it's just an exhibition, but that will be a fun one on Ash. Altamirano, who actually got into the main draw, qualifying in the national playoffs, 18 and unders. He's going up against Mackenzie McDonald, another good American in the juniors, and Louis Armstrong. That's a good one. Number 1 seeds, Vinci and Irani. They've already beaten Hingis and Hentakova. They look very good. They may be a little fatigued, so we have to see that. Irani may be having mental issues as well. So I think the Williams take this because of that. I think Venus is feeling it. Serena's going to be excited to work with her sister. I think they're going to take it. It may not even be that close. You have to expect a close one, but we will see. And, of course, this is another good one. The doubles has been fantastic. I'm almost wondering if the doubles has been better than the singles this year. Mirza and Zhang Ji, I love that team. And Barty and Delacqua, this is going to be a great one. I'm going with the May-September team of Barty Delacqua. I guess I should say Delacqua Barty on that. Okay. And then we start wheelchair. It's fantastic. Kunieda, he's back from the injuries, back from the grave, and he is playing great wheelchairs this year. He's number 1 again. David Wagner, a legend in quads. Quads, you not only can't use your legs, one of your limbs on top is not working. I think that's how that works. And the machines they use, the wheelchairs, are more intricate. But anyway, Wagner is the old legend. Lapthorn has been coming on the last 2 years. He's the new upcomer. So the newcomer, I should say. So this should be a great battle. This is a round robin, if I'm correct. So we have a couple matches, and we see who's in the final. Okay, and then what do we have? Houdet, he is number 2. He's a strong number 2. The juniors, Varev. I think he's a nephew of Mikhail Varev. Anyways, he should like this court a lot. And court 11 is going to be a variable DecoTurf. So I think he should take that. Some more champions. They call them champions here. How about that? So this must be a competition. Anyway, the McEnroe brothers, gotta love it on court 11. Gotta love it. Okay, Ellerbrock, who is now the number 1 after the great legend Verger retired this past year with like a 800 win streak or something, incredible 800 match win streak, something I'm getting that wrong, but an incredible match win streak. Ellerbrock, actually Van Koot, who's number 2 now, was kind of early in the year looked like she would take over and be number 1, but Ellerbrock had a real good, I think it was French Open, and now she's taken over. Okay, the more juniors, Chirico and Conju are both going to be on court 6, and I like these two. These are the two best, in my opinion. And Court 6 is playing quicker if it's still, I recall that from the qualifying week. So that will be very interesting. Because I think Kanju will like the quickness, and Chirika, they're both aggressive. And then that will help them get through that. Okay, Navratilova, Martina. You've got to watch this. For young people, if you haven't seen her play doubles, I don't care if it's exhibition, I don't care if it's your backyard, you've got to watch Martina play doubles. That's all I can say. Please watch her. And Renee Stubbs is not any pushover. Believe me, she's great at doubles too. This is a great doubles team. They should get on tour. And then Tracy Austin and Mary Jo. I'm sorry, I don't mean to leave them out. Holy, that's a match. I might have to go there to see that. My gosh, that might be the match of the day. Okay, wow. Okay, Kakanakis, a real good Australian in the junior doubles. You got junior doubles as well. Yes, you do. And then we have a bunch of Korik. He's a good junior. I know a couple of these guys. Oh, there's Nick Taylor. He's really good in the quads, wheelchairs. All right, there's Van Koot. They're on court 10. Okay, so that's a wrap.